I'm Christina and I'll be teaching you yoga with a yoga chair. So you can just do some yoga basics. I like to start stretching the calves and ankles. So you can just stand behind your chair, step your right foot back, square your hips, draw your belly in, and lengthen the low back. And in your calf stretch, your toes should be pointed straight forward to get the best calf stretch, and tilt your hips and pelvis a little forward. So stretching that calf. And we can also lift the heel and lower the heel 3 times. And hold that calf stretch again. And you could always add hands to the sky. A few more breaths. Bring the hands to the chair and switch. So check that your hips are square, facing directly toward the chair, and your back foot, the toes are pointed straight forward. Draw your tail down, pelvis a little forward, and abs in. Hold that calf stretch. You can bring your body a little closer to the chair. Keep the heel down if you can. And then we'll lift and lower the heel 3 times. Come up, stretch out the foot, and press it down. Lift up, and lower down. Lift up, lower down, hold it. And then if you want to practice a little balancing, take your arms to the sky. Lift the heart, but do keep the pelvis pressing a little bit forward toward the chair. Take some nice deep breaths. And hands can come back to the chair. And let's just lift one leg, circle the ankle a few times both directions. And other foot. Coming into a forward bend, you can use a towel if the top of your chair isn't that comfortable, to lay your forearms on and just come back to a 90-degree angle. If you're a little tighter, you might not be quite as low. You might be getting a stretch here. So determine where you need to be, and we'll arch the spine, letting the belly go down, and then round the spine up. Forehead can rest on your forearms. Inhale, exhale when you round the spine toward the sky. Inhale, arching the spine. Round the spine with your exhale. One more. Round the spine and come all the way up to standing. Then we'll stretch the quad. So step a comfortable distance from your chair so you're not out here reaching too far. Right hand to right ankle. Knees are next to each other. Take the arch out of the low back, so draw your tail down, pelvis forward, lift the heart, grow tall while you're stretching the quad, the front of your thigh. If you want to go a little farther into this, you could also lean forward toward your chair and lift your foot toward the sky. So this would be a more advanced posture. You can always hold anywhere down on your chair. I'm even resting my chest on the back of the chair. So this will move it a little more into the front of the hip. Come back out if you went there, the same way you came back in. And other side. So I'm about a forearm distance away from the chair, holding the top of the foot or the ankle, knees next to each other. Lower the tail, lengthen the low back, and grow tall chest open. Nice big heart opening breaths. So this is a full body posture, and you're not only stretching the quad, but you're working on your posture, your length, your breathing. And going farther into it if you like, leaning forward and then pushing the foot into the hand, taking the foot toward the sky. Coming back out the same way you came in. Now we'll take just a low back stretch. So draw your knee toward your chest and lift tall. We can also move a little into the hip, move open with the leg and forward. Open. Stay balanced in your standing leg. If you don't need the chair, you don't have to use it. And holding open, standing tall through the standing leg, and bring that foot back forward, knee forward to the chest and down. Other leg. Knee to chest, elongating the low back, grow tall, stand tall, firm through the standing leg. And working the hip. Open, moving the knee out to the side. Bring the knee back and out to the side. And back in. One more. Draw that knee in toward the chest. Grow tall. And that foot can come down. We'll come around to sit on the chair. It can be more comfortable with your towel, so depending on if you have a padded chair or not, you sit on the edge of the chair. So you can sit nice and tall through your spine. So here we can do some cat-cows again. Lean forward onto your knees, holding your knees around the spine, tuck the chin. And inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch. Feet are flat on the floor. Now cross your arms, so you're holding your hand on the opposite shoulder, and sit tall. Lift the heart toward the sky, the gaze toward the sky, so we're arching through the upper back. Come back. One more time, lead your gaze up, your heart up. And then we can roll forward, so slide forward, your chest comes any amount toward your thighs. Hands might slide all the way down to the floor, relax your head, your neck and your shoulders, turn your head right and left. And roll back up, feel like your spine is going to restack. One vertebra at a time till you come all the way back up, sitting nice and straight. And we'll add a little side stretch. So one hand can hold the outside of your chair, other arm comes up and lean over. Inhale straight up, and again pull over. Stretching with length through the side body. Inhale up, let's take both arms up and switch arms. Reach up and over. Reach up. Lift up tall through the side and side stretch. And come back up. Both arms up and bring the arms down. And if you have shoulder issues, you might just bring your head onto your head and take your side stretch that way. Or you could even just cross your arm. So take a few more side stretches with those modifications. Then we'll add a twist. So twisting toward one thigh, both hands might press against the thigh, or you might even reach all the way back to your chair. Look back, sitting tall, inhale, and exhale maybe a little farther into your twist. One more big breath. Untwist, stay tall. Reach the arms up. And come forward, round the spine. And coming back to our neutral starting position. Hands to the other thigh, twisting tall, looking behind you. And possibly you bring your back arm onto the back of the chair. Adding a little deeper twist. Inhale tall, exhale a little deeper. A little farther into the twist if it's feeling fine. Untwist, grow tall. Now reach your arms into a cactus position. Lift the heart. Hands onto the thighs and round the spine. And we'll do the yoga wind reliever posture. So if you have any gas in your tummy or discomfort in your tummy, drawing your knees toward your belly can help with that. So pull your right knee toward your chest. Trying to sit tall or even curling over a little bit. Curling your forehead toward your knee. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Hold for a breath. Come back in the way you came out. On the other leg. Drawing the knee in toward the chest. Other foot is flat on the floor. And you could also add curling in, forehead toward the knee. Come back up. And set that one down. So we can do a few low belly exercises here. You can lean back on your chair a little bit. Bring one knee toward chest and the other. So you're just tapping the floor. So you might already feel your belly muscles working. If this is a little too easy and you want to make it harder, both feet will hover off the floor. And you can just do this little fluttering motion. Definitely feeling the belly muscles now. And of course, having strong abdominal muscles will help low back pain. If you have low back pain in this position, then you would want to go with the gentler version before you move up to this version. And feet can come flat to the floor. And working on the hips a little bit. See if you can cross your ankle over the thigh. So I could extend my bottom foot out farther to make it a little easier, or it can come in closer to make it a little stronger. So lift and lower the knee. And if you want with this one, you could also bend forward. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Shoulders relaxed. So another hip opener, you can hold under the knee and under the foot and pull that shin in closer to the belly. Okay, other leg. You can extend the foot that is on the floor out a little farther to make it easier. Cross the ankle of the other leg over onto the thigh of the other leg. So if that's enough, stay there. If not, bring that bottom foot in closer. Lift and lower the knee. keeping that hip socket lubricated with its synovial fluid. So holding whatever position you're in with this bottom leg, you can bow forward any amount. And we'll hold for a few more breaths, keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. And breathing fully. A big inhale through the nose and a big exhale. And rising back up. If you want a little more, hand comes under the foot and under the knee. Pull that shin in, but do sit nice and tall. Pull the shin in toward your chest. Now we can also swivel to sit a little sideways. So this leg, I'm going to have the foot on the floor. The chair will support me a little bit as I take warrior position. So other leg is off and back. And I can hold the rung of my chair for warrior. Now my hips are facing this leg. One arm could come up or into cactus or just hand on hip. I'm drawing my belly muscles in, my tail down toward the top of the chair. Taking a few big breaths here, strengthening the leg and stretching that back leg, especially in the inner thigh. And we'll sit back on the chair and swivel over to the other side. So I'm still sitting on the edge. So this sit bone is on the chair. Other leg steps back, and then I just lift a little bit off the chair. And the back leg is behind me, and the foot is pointing slightly sideways, like slightly out to the side. Abs are in, low back is reaching down. This hand can just hold the chair for balance. My arm can come to the sky or into a cactus position. So if you needed more support, you could simply sit onto the chair. But it's more strengthening for your legs if you can just lift up a little bit off of your chair, holding here. Sitting back down. So, and actually a chair on the chair. You can lean forward a little so you can get your weight onto your feet and reach your arms forward. So chair position, you wouldn't actually have to use the chair. It's just there to more easily sit back down on if you need to. But really good strengthening for the legs. So try sitting forward, reaching forward. Not too much arch in the low back, so feel like you can lengthen the low back into a nice neutral position. Let's try holding here. And the arms could also go into a cactus position, so a little more heart opening. If that doesn't feel nice on your shoulders, you could have your hands on your waist. One more big breath. Sitting back on your chair. And then we'll do a twisted chair. So I'm going to lean forward and bring the opposite elbow to the side of the thigh. Or if that's a little too far of a stretch, you can just hold the side of your thigh and twist toward this side. Other arm could go up or to the back of your chair. A deeper position would be hands at the heart. Positions works for you. We'll come on out, round the spine and straighten the spine before twisting the other direction. So hands can go to the side of the other thigh. You're leaning forward, either the elbow on the side of the thigh or the position. The elbow on the side of the thigh and hands to the heart. And coming back out of your chair twist. Take a rounding of the spine and a straightening of the spine. Hold behind the chair, lean forward a bit and lift the heart. And now we can add a few neck stretches here. Hold the outside under the chair and let your ear go toward your shoulder. We're stretching this side. Just letting your body weight lean you over and the weight of your head lean to get the stretch to the side of the neck. Holding there for a breath or two. You can also find different angles to stretch, bringing your chin down toward your shoulder. Bringing your chin back where it was, or maybe up toward the sky. So try those different angles for a few more breaths. And come up nice and straight, and you might even massage the neck muscles that were just stretching a little bit. Other side. So gripping just under the chair, let your body weight lean, and then let your ear come toward your shoulder so the weight of your head allows you to stretch the neck. Holding for a couple of breaths. And finding another angle, bringing the chin toward the shoulder. That gets another angle of the neck, holding there. Or the chin could go toward the sky. Be gentle with the neck, don't overstretch it, just find a comfortable stretch. Straighten your head, come back up, slowly bring the head up, and bring the chin toward the collarbones. You can give a little push on the back of your head to stretch the back of the neck. But you're still sitting up nice and tall. And then press the head into the hands. So we're pressing back into the hands, and that should help the neck stay nice and long and lifted. You can give yourself another little massage here on the trapezius muscles. Pull those trapezius muscles forward. And then lower the head, chin toward collarbones, and lift the head. Don't drop the head back, just lift it high. You can tilt it slightly back, but never collapse it all the way back. And sit straight. And then we'll come into a relaxing posture. Fold your towel so it's very comfortable. Your forehead will go on the towel. So I'll bend forward. First we can stretch a little side to side, shifting the hips right and left. And then we'll rest the forehead down. So if you need something higher, add a pillow. Forehead down, forearms can just rest on your chair. This can be great to relieve a headache, or if you're having any sinus issues with allergy season, this can help open the sinuses, get things moving. And so we'll take 3 deep breaths here. head to one side. Gentle neck stretch. Take a few breaths. Back to center, forehead gently resting on the chair for a breath. And turn your head the other way. This is good for balancing your neck muscles. If you ever notice you turn your head more to one side than the other, or when you sleep at night you have your head turned more to one side than the other, this can help balance your muscles. Coming back up, straighten. The head is nice and straight, and you can use your hands to push up. And take a few cat-cows here. Bend the knees slightly. So this would be a chair position. When the knees are bent, round the spine and arch the spine. Inhaling and arching and rounding to exhale. Arching the spine to inhale. And stand up. And another hip opener. Place a foot on the chair if you can. The towel actually can help on my slippery chair. I'm sliding my foot to one side of the chair, and my knee is just angled out to the other side of the chair. And then we can bend forward any bit. So now I can really feel a good stretch through this muscle that crosses from the top of the thigh bone to the low back. Check that your position feels good and supported. Your knee might come up higher to make it gentler, or the knee can be pressed down lower to make it harder. And you may not need to bend forward at all to get a hip opener. And then just bring the foot up, and this can be a nice balancing posture. Hold your opposite hand on your knee, and then twist behind you, reaching back. And face forward. Okay, other leg. Foot goes up onto your towel or onto your chair. Slide that foot to the other side. Knee comes down. Hold your chair for balance if you need to. So a folding chair does work really well if you have a folding chair, but you could use your kitchen chair as well. So again, you could come down farther, knee up higher, or knee down lower. Let's take 2 more breaths. Bring the foot back into neutral. So the foot is just flat on your chair. Hold your opposite hand on your knee. Stand tall and then twist behind you, reach back and low back. If your balance isn't feeling great, you don't have to look back. But it just adds the evenness in how you're moving your neck. So doing the same movements on both sides. Keeping symmetry through your muscles and your posture. Coming back. That should give you a good introduction, I believe. We could add one more posture triangle. So I'm going to put my right foot toward the chair. Back foot steps back. I want my body to be facing straight forward. So shift the hips right and left. Keep them shifted and then reach toward your chair. Either the top of the chair. If you can go a little lower, you can hold here. If you want to go lower, you could even reach beyond. And other hand goes up to the sky. So any of those positions, holding triangle. If your neck is uncomfortable, you could always just look down on the floor. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, come up, take the back hand to the back leg, and take a reverse triangle. And we'll switch sides. So now my left foot faces the chair. Back foot is a comfortable step back. First, just shifting the hips a little right and left. And then keep them shifted back away from the chair. Keep your torso long, reach to the top of the chair. Or maybe to the chair seat. Other arm comes up. If you need more, just hold on even lower than the chair seat. So any of these arm positions work. 2 big breaths. If your neck isn't comfortable, just look down. One more breath. And lift up. Bring the back hand behind onto the back leg. And lift the heart, the arm, and the gaze. And step back to your chair. So last but not least is the best. Lying on the floor, or you could have, this could be your couch in your living room. So come onto the floor, lie down, and put either your heels or your entire shin, just depends on your comfort and the height of what you're putting your legs up on. So lie down. If you want a pillow under your head or under your back, you could add that. But this is our restorative, relaxing posture. And believe me, I can fall asleep in this posture. So I'll be with you for another minute. Otherwise, you could stay here as long as you like. So I just have to find where my legs are comfortable. Up here on my chair. Big breaths, letting your postural muscles relax into the floor and lengthen. Lengthen the back of the neck. You might even tug on your base of your skull and give it a little pull. So just take relaxing breaths, allowing your face and jaw to be relaxed. So you might be breathing with your mouth open. That's fine to relax your facial muscles and jaw. Feel your hips heavy into the floor, relaxing any tension in your hips. Feel your low belly can rise as you breathe into your low belly, and feel the other side, the low back muscles relaxing down into the floor. Feel you can breathe so much more fully and richly when you do a yoga practice. So your rib cage feels like it's widening front to back and side to side, lifting and filling, and softly melting inward as you exhale. And check in with your upper chest and lungs, this collarbone area. I feel like you can really fill this area from your collarbones out to your shoulders as you breathe. Turn your head to the right and to the left a few times slowly. Just letting go of any tensions in your neck. I like to lie with my arms open with the palms facing upward. If you're tight in the shoulders, it might be more comfortable to have your hands on your tummy or on your ribs and your low belly. So I'll leave you here to find your resting posture. When you're ready to come out, you'll lie on your side for a few breaths first, just so you don't rush coming up and out of your posture. You can get a little head rush or a little dizziness if you come up too fast. So when you are ready to come up, lie on your side and then push yourself up to sitting. Thanks for joining me.